Hi guys, and welcome to day one of our 28-day November core challenge. Let's get a strong core. So today we're going to work very much on foundations. You're not going to need any props. However, if you like using a block, always have one at the front of your mat. So we do things like floating half moon or side angle pose. You can just grab it if you need. But for all of these classes, no equipment is needed. A yoga mat is preferred, but if you want to practice on the floor, you can as well. So I really hope you enjoy this one. Let's get activated and I'll see you on the next. Thanks, guys. Okay guys, so what I'd like you to do to begin with is to bring your hands onto your lower belly. You can sit in any position that feels comfortable for you. So kneeling, if there's any issues with the knees, just sit cross-legged. Hands on the lower belly. And I want you to close your eyes and just notice where the breath is. Noticing how the belly moves in and out with the breath. And just noticing how when we breathe naturally, there's not much engagement there. And now I'd like you to move your hands about 2 inches above the navel. So we're coming into Manipura chakra or solar plexus. And again, just feel the breath there. Feel the movement. And belly expanding forwards on the inhale. And retracting back on the exhale. Now let's try this all together. I'd like you to inhale into your hands, so feel that front side of the belly move forwards. And now as you exhale, can you draw the solar plexus back towards the spine with a little ujjayi sound in the breath. Let that go. Try again. Inhale, the hands move out. Exhale, draws in. Back towards the spine. And again, inhale, belly moves out, expands forwards. Exhale, contracts back. Now hold that contraction. And with the hands still wrapped around the solar plexus, breathe now. And see if you can get that breath to fill more up into the chest. So it's like the solar plexus doesn't move now. We can keep that engagement. And of course, as you go through the practice, I'll remind you about this. This is very much going to be the foundation over the next 28 days. So that engagement of Manipura, that drawing of the navel back to the spine to create stability around the core. Beautiful. Let's take a couple more breaths. Keep and engage. Imagine pulling that navel back through towards the spine. Nice. From here, keep that going and just transition into a tabletop position. And then from here again, imagining you're pulling the navel up through the spine towards the ceiling. So you've got an upward lift through the core. You should feel a little bit lighter on your wrists here. Inhaling. Exhale, pulling in. Keep the engagement. See if you can breathe into your ribcage. For 3. Pelvic floor lifts up a little as well. 2. Get rid of the scary, serious yoga faces. You don't need to clench your jaw when you do this. And 1. Nice. From here, come to sit back onto your heels. Take a moment to roll out your wrists and then just watch for a moment while I demonstrate. We're going to try this little drill. Coming onto the belly, you're going to slide your hands back underneath your solar plexus area. You're going to inhale, and as you exhale, you're going to pull the navel up off the ground so that it energetically moves towards the spine. You're going to hold that for a moment, and then on the next exhale, we're going to see if we can push up into a tabletop position without doing this, without lifting the chest first. So keeping core engagement. When you're ready, come onto your bellies. Let's have a go. Slide the hands under the solar plexus. So let the solar plexus just rest into the fingers for a moment, so no engagement. Feel how soft. Feel the skin there. Now let's inhale deep into those hands. Exhale, pull the navel right up towards the spine. So there's a little gap between your belly and the ground. Take another breath here. Keep that engagement if you can. And then from here, draw the hands next to the rib cage, elbows pointing towards the sky. Keep that hollowing out of the navel. Breathe in. Now exhale through the mouth, push up to tabletop without disturbing that beautiful shape through the body. Nice. Lower back down. Good. Slide the hands under the belly. Let's do that once more. Inhale into the hands. Exhale, squeeze belly towards the spine, really, really strong. Hands come underneath the armpits. Another inhale, find that gap. And as you exhale, pushing up. Nice. And then once more in your own time. Play around with it. So today, very much starting with foundations, so we can layer on over the month. As you exhale, now try Ujjayi breath as you push up. Nice. Beautiful. When you're ready, back to Balasana, child's pose. Nice. Deep inhale, yogis. Exhale, belly gently pulls back to spine, hollowing out. As you inhale, round spine, come forwards into tabletop and stack the joints. Beautiful. From here, let's do 5 little wrist pops to wake up the wrists. Popping up onto the first knuckles of your hands and then back down. 1, very slow. 2, 3, keep working on that core engagement as you go. 4, so you're very supported. And 5, tabletop position. From here, as you inhale, the right arm and the left leg shoot out into tiger posture. Now from here, make sure you're not kicking up too far. I want you to pull the navel back so you're very supported through the body here in a long T shape. Inhaling. As you exhale, elbow to knee, curving in. Now push through that left hand and dome the back. Inhale, stretching out. Crown of head towards the top of your mat. Exhale, empty, empty, empty. Draw the navel deep to the spine. Level 2, third eye to knee. Inhale, reaching out. As you exhale, curling in, engaging strong. 2 more, inhale. Exhale, drawing in, left fingers spread wide. Inhale, reaching out, expanding in all directions. And as you exhale, pulling in. This time, inhale, reaching out, holding here. As you exhale, bend the left knee, cactus the right arm and pull out to the side for a bit of oblique work, side body. Inhale, forwards. Exhale, come in, 4. Inhale, reach. Exhale, 3. Keep smiling, inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale, exhale, 1. Inhale, stretching back out to tiger pose, keep supported. As you exhale, the right hand comes down and we wing the left leg right over to cross behind the right knee. Now tuck the toe and gaze towards that back heel so you're in a side body stretch. Be careful not to sink through the shoulders and belly, push up. Core engagement the whole time. So today, yogis, we move slowly so we can really feel that core engagement before we start to come into more funky flows as we move through the month. Nice. From here, simply cross that back knee behind the one that's on the ground and flip the feet out to the sides. Now sit back into cow face pose. Maybe the knees stuck on top of each other. Beautiful. And then from here, left arm up. Option 1, right hand holds onto left elbow for a tricep stretch. Option 2, the right hand comes behind you and binds, opening through the chest. Can you push your head back into your left tricep if you're going really well? 3. Pressing gently the right knee down on the left. 2. 1, long spine. From here, releasing the hands, look over the left shoulder and take a twist. Maybe you want to bend the left elbow a tiny bit. Breathing into the right rib cage, keep the navel engaged. And then from here, walking in a big arc with the hands over to the right side. Stretch as far as you can. Now plant your hands on the mat like you're coming to down dog. Shift back onto the knees. Left knee kisses the left tricep, like a dog taking a pee up a wall, you know? And then step the left foot to the outside of the hand. You're in lizard pose. From here, come onto the fingers and have a little move around through your lizard. And adding some beautiful, juicy mobilization through the spine, a little wiggle wave. Maybe circle through the neck. And again, just keep focusing on gently pulling the navel back towards the spine. And notice how much lighter you feel on the hands as you do that, so not dumping the weight into the wrists. Beautiful. Let's meet back in our lizard pose. So the left foot is turned down and the left knee tracks over the second toe. From here, the right hand plants down on the ground. Let's inhale, lift the left arm into a twist, opening through the body. Now as you exhale, thread the left arm under the right armpit and then pat yourself on the back and go, well done. Inhale, left arm rises, you twist. Exhale underneath the body. See if you can tap the shoulder behind you. Look at the fingers. Inhale to open and expand. Exhale to twist. Nice. Couple more. Mobilizing through thoracic spine, opening up. Exhale. And for the last time, inhale, rising, expanding up. And as you exhale, tap yourself on your right shoulder. Inhale, let's come back into our twist and a little bit deeper. Stay for 3. Lower the hips, gaze towards left middle finger. 2. Ujjayi breath. 1. And now as you exhale, the left hand comes down onto the ground like you're coming to down dog. Tuck your back toe, lift up so you're in a plank pose, but lizard on the left leg. Now from here again, make sure you're not sagging. Pull the navel towards the spine so you're lifting away from here. Keep the body exactly where it is. And then gracefully draw the left foot back into plank without disturbing the body. Nice. Inhale deep. As you exhale, drop the knees, the chest and the chin, Ashtangasana, 8-pointed pose. Pause here, squeeze your elbows deep into your lats, use like a jam jar effect on the hands. If you're not sure what I'm talking about, we're going to go through jam jars tomorrow, don't worry. Bottom is high. Inhaling. As you exhale, lift the knees and just slide yourself onto your belly. Beautiful. Now bring the hands next to the armpits. We're going to try that push to tabletop again. Let's inhale here. As you exhale, pull the navel back to the spine. There's a little gap. Stay. 1 more inhale. Keep the belly engaged. As you exhale, push to tabletop. Slow, like you're on hydraulics. Now tuck the toes underneath you, floating, hovering child's pose. And then I'm furling into down dog. Beautiful. Pedaling through the feet. First downward dog of the course, always a joy. So if the back of the legs feel tight, all good. Always feeling free to move in the space of any asana to make it your own. Let's take a couple more breaths here to play, to press back through the hands, to engage the shoulders, and of course, navel to spine as always. Beautiful. And then from here, as you inhale, wave yourself forwards to a plank pose. And as you exhale for a count of 5, lower the knees very slow. 4, 3, 2, 1.5. Like you can slide a piece of paper under the knees. Stay there. Stay. Now drop your knees. Release your feet. Balasana, child's pose. Well done, yogis. Inhale. Open mouth. Let go for a moment. And then find the difference. Inhale. Exhale, navel to spine, pelvic floor lifts, engage. And as you inhale, roll yourself up to tabletop. And as you exhale, find your alignment. Again, pulling the navel up so you're not dumping into the hands. And then from here, the left arm, the right leg surges out. Find that position first without creating a back bend. And then as you exhale, elbow to knee to begin with, push through the right hand, dome the back. Inhale, reaching out. Arm and leg move at the same time, working coordination. Exhale, drawing in, this time third eye to knee if you want. 3 more, inhaling to lift and open. Looking good, guys. Exhale, coming in. 2 more. Exhale, coming in, relax that furrow between your eyebrows. Inhale. Beautiful. And as you exhale, draw in. This time, inhale, reach long, super long, super long. As you exhale, cactus. Inhale, reaching out the back. You get a little free glute workout with this one. Exhale to the side. 3 more. Use your breath. 2 more. Last one. You're doing really well. Stay with me. Inhale, reaching out back to tiger. Exhale, left hand comes down. Support yourself through the hands. Take that straight right leg behind you. Cross it to the left side of your mat. Dig your toes into the ground and look over your left shoulder. Now watch that belly. See if you can pull it up. Engaging the right quadricep. So really pulling the kneecap up to help to firm up the entire body so everything engages. And then when you're ready, cross the right knee behind the left. Now wing the right foot outwards and then come to sit down into your cow face, avoiding all the furniture. If you're going well, you want to try and wing your feet out a little bit, but as we're just warming up, feel free to tuck it in a little bit tighter. And then from here, the right arm comes up and over. Level 1. Level 2, the left hand behind the back to bind. If you're going well, push the head back into the tricep and bind up. 3 serene yoga breaths. Lift through the crown of the head. Keep the navel engaged. And then from here, releasing the arms, twisting towards the right side. And finding that beautiful stretch through the left side of your body. Maybe bend the right elbow a little bit and see how that feels. 2 more. Playing with depth here. And then start to walk the hands to the left in a big arc. So padding the hands on the ground. Reach, 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 reach till the fingers plant like you're coming to down dog. Shift to the knees, right knee all the way to the armpit, transition, touch the tricep, and then come all the way into lizard pose. So turning that right foot out to around 45 degrees. Now you're on your fingers and you've got time to play. So all of our classes for this month are going to follow a very similar format. Core training at the beginning, yoga flow, juicy and core based. And then some nice deep stretches at the end, so for a good, well-rounded practice. But also, I'm going to tell you now, put Navasana or boat pose in every single day. We're going to add a crow pose every single day. And start getting excited about those because they're very transformative postures and they're good for the soul. Taking one more breath to shift, to explore. Nice. And then from here, the left hand plants down. Really support through the hands. And as you inhale, the right arm lifts. I want you to simultaneously expand the right fingers but sink the hips. So we're pulling up and out of the waist. And as you exhale, fold underneath, tap yourself on your left lat and say, well done. And then inhale the right arm up your flow. Exhale, fold and tap. 3 more with your breath. Eyes follow the journey of the right hand. Exhaling. 2 more. Juicy flow. Nice. Exhale. Last one, make it a good one, a big juicy one. Exhale to fold. Nice. This time inhale, rise up. Stay here for a moment, get deeper into the legs. And as you exhale, plant the hand down on the ground like you're coming to down dog. Now, tuck the back toe as you lift the knee, draw the navel into the spine so you're very strong and long. And then without disturbing the body at all, slide the right foot back to meet the left. You're in plank pose. Inhale, stay. Exhale, knees, chest, chin, Ashtangasana, 8-pointed pose. Elbows are tight to your body. Inhale here. Exhale, slide back. And as you inhale, it'll rise up for cobra pose. Lift the heart space. And as you exhale, come down. You know what's coming, a little reverse push up to tabletop, hands by the rib cage. Inhale. Exhale, draw the navel back to the spine so it's off the mat, maybe. Take an extra inhale into the chest. Exhale, slow push to tabletop. Good, tuck the toes, hovering child. And unfurling to down dog, warm up, done. Well done, yogis. 5 breaths to play in your dog. Or to find stillness. If you're feeling tired today, whenever we come to down dog, a really nice invitation for child's pose. Make the practice your own. This is not a competition, nor is it a race. So if you need to rest, guys, please do so. All good. You build up slowly. 2 more breaths to play. Nice. From here, let's walk our feet towards the top of the mat. Now I'd like you to keep the legs as straight as you can. And almost lean into your hands so you feel the serratus engaging in the sides of the body. When you get to feet hips distance apart at the front, bend your knees so much that the lower ribs relax on the legs, so a very deep bend. And then from here, only extend the legs as much where you can keep that gentle contact, but you feel a lengthening in the legs. So if you're not sure, have a look at the screen. I'd rather you be here with the knees bent in compression between the belly and the thighs than to be in this position with the legs extended but a rounding through the spine, so soften it down a little bit. And then grasping hold of opposite elbows, gently sway out from side to side. Relaxing into Uttanasana, letting the weight of the elbows and the crown of the head drag you down. Couple more breaths to play. To come back to your rhythm. Nice. From here, release your elbows, bend your knees very deep. Now tuck the tailbone first, and as you come up, think about the navel lifting towards the solar plexus as you unroll to standing. You're moving very slow. It's like someone's picking you up through the front ribs. Nice. And you get to the top, a big shoulder roll back and down. And then draw the hands into heart space, mountain pose. Thumbs to breastbone. Now inhale, get some length, push through the feet, long in the spine. Ujjayi, breath out, the navel pulls back. One more of those. Inhale, long and tall, ribcage expands out. Ujjayi, squeeze the waist. As you inhale, lift your arms up towards the sky, gaze, thumbs, Urdhva. As you exhale, swan dive forwards, so engage the thighs as you come down towards the earth. As you inhale, everybody hands to shins, half rise. Squeeze the shoulders back behind you. And as you exhale, plant the hands on the ground, step back to your plank pose and hold your plank. Nice. And shift forwards and back for 3. Option to drop your knees here, always. 2. Find your own level. 1. From here, shift forwards, the shoulders stack way over the fingers. Drop your knees to the ground, elbows point back towards your hips. Lower down, modified chaturanga, hold. Now push back up the way you came. Nice. 2 more. Bend the elbows. Push back up. Last time, bend the elbows, inhale. As you exhale, push back up, lift the hips high, downward facing dog. Nice. Inhale deep, yogis, fill the ribcage. Ujjayi out, squeeze your navel super tight to your spine. As you inhale, bend your knees, look forwards. And as you exhale with control, step your feet to the top of your mat, hips distance apart. As you inhale, hands to shins, we halfway rise, push the sits bones back, firm up the legs. Exhale, fold forwards. As you inhale, pushing through the feet, this time reverse swan dive, lift the heart space first, arms up and over the head. As you exhale, thumbs to third eye. And as you bring the hands down towards the chest, squeeze the navel tight to the spine. Inhale, lift the arms, we go again, gaze thumbs. Exhale, dive, fold down. Inhale, half rise, fingers to floor if you're more open, yogi's choice here. And as you exhale, plant the hands again, step back to plank pose and hold your plank. Shift forwards and back. For 3, drop to your knees, please, if you need. For 2. For 1. Nice. Inhale, shift away, forward, shoulders over fingers. As you exhale, drop the knees. Elbow height only for your chaturanga hold. From here, stay with the elbows at 90 degrees and just slide your pubic bone down, release the feet. Inhale, the chest stays lifted for cobra. And as you exhale, tuck the toes, lift the hips back, your down dog. Inhale deep. Big ujjayi out, squeeze the navel. As you inhale, bend the knees, look forwards. Let's change up the feet, left foot then right foot to the front, so we get out of habits. Inhale, half rise, maybe fingers are on the floor if you want. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive, arms to the sky, gaze, thumbs over Hastasana. Exhale, thumbs to third eye and heart center, lock in that core. Beautiful. Inhale, root to rise, lift up. This time, pistol grip the hands. Point your index finger up towards the sky. Inhale. Exhale, lean to the right side, bump your hips to the left. The shoulders stay stacked over the hips. You're not leaning forwards or back. Good, on strong legs, push to neutral spine. Inhale. Exhale, hands wander over to the left side, push your right hip away. Stay with an engaged core. Pushing through the feet, inhale, rise. Exhale, cactus arms and Nuvatasana, the chest melts to the sky. Then as you inhale, rise up. Exhale, dive forward, Uttanasana over the legs. Inhale, half lift, yogi's choice. As you exhale, plant the hands, step back to plank pose. Nice. Shifting for 3. Long in the spine. 2. 1. Shift forward, shoulders over the fingers. Option here, full chaturanga if you practice, or with me, the modified. Drop the knees, elbow height only, stay here. Now just put the pubic bone down and then lift the heart space. You're not dropping down between the chaturanga and the cobra. And as you exhale, down dog. So really working the strength of the back and the arms there. Deep inhale. Ujjayi out, yogis. From here, walk the hands towards the back of the mat to the opposite way that you normally go. And then from here, bend your knees, lift high onto the balls of your feet and come to sink down into a tiptoe squat. Now the feet are hips distance apart, making this a little bit more difficult. Level 1, fingers to the earth. Level 2, elbows onto the knees and start to wobble. For 3, get rid of those scary yoga faces, relax your eyebrows. For 2, for 1, nice. Option to stay here. Option to keep the knees facing forwards for Bakasana. We just slide the triceps to meet the knees. Spread your fingers wide. Now I'm still on my feet here. I'd like you to bend the elbows back towards you. Stay with the weight on the feet and just apply some weight into the hands too. So you've got 4 points of contact here. No need to lift up the feet just yet. Now look down. Make sure that your elbows are directly over your wrists. The tendency is to have the elbows too far back. So then we fall back the way we came. So pitch forwards first, elbows over the wrist. You can stay here and look forwards or float the feet. Bakasana. 5, 4, do your best. Wherever you are, smile. 3, enjoy your practice. Not so serious. 2, 1.5. From here, seamlessly come back the way you came, and let's meet in that nice balancing squat. Beautiful. Nice. From here, fingertips to the ground. Bring your heels together so that you're still on your tiptoes, but the knees are really wide. Now walk the hands back and push your knees outwards. Lean slightly forwards. Modified garland pose. If you want more, you can wrap your hands around the front of your shins. Grab hold of your bum. There's a nice variation. Or eventually you're going to bind all the way onto the back of your heels. But by balancing, we're really engaging the core here. 3. Keep breathing. Keep engaging the navel to the spine. 2. 1. If you're bound, unbind the arms. Bring the fingers in front of the face. Simultaneously bump up the hips, parallel the feet. You're in a forward fold at the back of your mat. Now gently sway it out from side to side. Now everyone starts breathing, right? And then when you're ready, Again, keeping the arms and legs as straight as you can. Paddle out all the way to down dog. Inhale deep. Ujjayi, breath out. Let's stay for a breath. Engage the core. From here, yogis, as you inhale, lift your right leg high behind you, three-legged dog. Now I'd like you to open your hip a tiny bit here. Old school way of teaching is to have the hips very, very square. If you try and do that for a moment, notice how movement is quite blocked in the body. If you open the right hip a tiny bit, you'll find some more freedom, especially in the lower back. Push back through the hands, inhale. And then as you exhale, bring the right knee towards the nose and step yourself through with control. So you're in a kind of a high lunge setup. Now fingertips to the ground so you can really make sure that those both feet are facing forwards. Now as you inhale, rise up with the chest and draw your right elbow back behind you like you're an archer waiting to let go of an arrow. It's in a twisted shape. Both hands are into fists, so we're strong in the biceps. 3, get a little bit lower. 2, core engage. And 1, looking right back behind you if you can. From here, we windmill to warrior 2, so the right palm shoots forwards, the left arm goes back. We're in a warrior 2 shape with the right palm extended. Now sink low and really track your right knee over your second toe to get some weight off those legs, bend and straighten a bit, all good. Maybe you want to float the shoulders a little bit. All good to move, guys, if you need. Nice. Let's meet in warrior 2. The right palm is still extended towards the sky. I'd like you to carry that up into a reverse warrior, gazing up towards your right thumb. And now as you exhale, windmill the hands to the ground. Easy transition back to downward dog. Building up slow. Inhale deep, yogis. Ujjayi out, navel squeezes tight into the spine. As you inhale, the left leg rises. Remember, turn the hip out a tiny bit, create some space so we're not jamming the back. Push back through the hands, draw the navel up towards that top leg. Inhaling, push, push, push through those hands. As you exhale now, slow and controlled, the left knee comes towards the nose. I want you to round your back to create space under the shin as you transition through slow-mo into your high lunge setup, the fingers on the ground. Making sure that both of those feet are facing forwards. And then as you inhale, rise up and take your bow and arrow. Nice. The left elbow pulls back behind you, gaze towards the back of your mat. 3, drop the shoulders a little. 2, bend the left knee. 1. As you transition to warrior 2, the right hand wings back, the left palm shoots towards the top, palms facing upwards. Find your alignment. And as you bend your knee, just gaze down and make sure the knee is tracking over the second toe. Bend and straighten. Bend and straighten. And find your alignment. Sinking down to warrior 2 to meet. The left palm is still facing up. As you inhale, carry that palm up and over the head, side body stretch. As you exhale, wheel the hands to the ground. Step back to easy down dog. You've got it. Inhale deep. Ujjayi out. Press back through your hands. Layering up as you inhale, this time with flow, the right leg rises. 3-legged. Now as you exhale, right knee to nose, can you kiss the knee in a romantic fashion as it comes all the way forwards? Inhale, the right leg comes up again, 3-legged dog. As you exhale, kiss the knee. You're welcome to skip this and stay in dog if you wish. Inhale for the last time, surge the right leg up, open the hip a little. And as you exhale, kiss that knee as it comes through. And step it all the way to the top of your mat. Inhale, rise up into that twist. The right elbow draws back behind you. Now as you exhale, open to warrior two. The right palm up towards the sky. Inhale. Exhale, deepen. Inhale, reverse the warrior. As you exhale, windmill the hands to the ground. Option, downward dog, or if you want to level up, plank. To modify chaturanga, working on technique today. Keep the chest where it is, slide the pubic bone down, inhale, cobra. Smile. And as you exhale, down dog. Inhale deeply, yogis. Ujjayi out, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. As you inhale, the left leg carries up, slow and controlled. As you exhale, kiss that knee as it comes forwards, plank. Mwah. Inhale, the left leg rises. Exhale, slowly melting forwards into your plank, dome the back. Mwah. Inhale, the left leg high. Last time. As you exhale, step the left foot through between the hands. Inhale, rise up into twist. The left elbow pulls back like a bow and arrow. Look behind you. As you exhale, warrior two, with the left palm facing up. Take a breath. Proud chest, exhale. Inhale, reverse. As you exhale, windmill the hands, yogi's choice. Downward dog to rest. High plank into modified chaturanga to level up a little bit. Cobra. Me too. Now downward facing dog. Nice. Inhale deep. Big ujjayi out. Adding on, inhale, right leg high, three-legged. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, right leg rises, slow and controlled. Exhale, bring it forwards. Inhale, right leg high, expand and lift. Exhale, step the right foot through between the hands. Inhale, the right elbow draws back for bow and arrow twist. Exhale, open to warrior two, right palm faces up. Inhale, reverse the warrior. Here's the change. As you exhale, right hand comes down on the ground. Left hand to the hip, walk your left foot in a little bit. Then slide your right hand forwards and come into floating half moon. Option to use a block under the right hand if you have one, or if you don't and the hamstring's tight, just bend your knee. You're all good. Focusing more on balance here. And flex your left heel towards the sky and kick up through the glute. 2, 1. Big transition, gaze towards the front of your mat. Now gather that left leg in, so you're coming to standing one-legged Tadasana. The arms are up towards the sky. Figure 4, left leg. Hands down to heart space. This is level 1. Level 2, sit down. 3, stay with me, core engaged. 2, 1. Nice, summon in your core strength. Push through the right foot, extend the left leg in front, lift up, up, lift your eyebrows, lift your eyebrows. And as you exhale, wing back into warrior 3. Option to drop the foot into a lunge here. Inhale. As you exhale, now step back into lunge. Inhale, lift your arms, everybody. And as you exhale, hands to the ground, yogi's choice, down dog, or take your vinyasa. Dropping the knees on chaturanga today. Not being a yoga hero, we've got 28 days to build strength. And meeting down dog. Beautiful. Let's take an inhale through the nose. Now open your mouth, go ha, let go for a minute. And take a second to come back to your breath, back to your core. You've got one more side to go. You can do this. Here we go. As you inhale, the left leg lifts. 3-legged. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, rise. Push through the hands, engage. Exhale, dome the back as you come forward for support. Inhale, rise, lift, expand. This time stepping carefully, slowly through to the top of your mat. Rising up into your twist, the left elbow pulls. Stay low into those legs. And as you exhale, open out to your warrior 2 shape. Left palm is facing up. Inhale, reverse it. Now as you exhale, left hand down to the ground, right hand on the hip. You can launch straight up to half moon, go for it. Otherwise today, just walk the right foot in a little. And then walk the left hand slightly forwards. Now slow. Start to rise. Maybe you stay down here today. Maybe you expand the whole way up. Lifting the top arm if you're going well. 3. And if you fall, you laugh. It's only a bit of yoga. Nothing bad's going to happen. 2. 1. Okay, big transition. Gaze towards the front of your mat. Lift the right leg up, standing one-legged Tadasana. Engage the core. Cross the right ankle over the left knee. Stay with the hands at heart space or sink, 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 sink. 3. Wobbling the whole way. Core engaged here. 2. You're nearly there. 1. Now from here, pushing through the left foot. Big challenge. Right heel presses out. Lift, lift, lift the eyebrows, lift the nose hairs. And then seamlessly back to either lunge or, if you're going well, warrior 3. Inhale, stay for a breath. Exhale, now step back. Let's all meet together, lifting the arms. Inhale, joining as a group. And as you exhale, wheel the hands to the ground. Final vinyasa, if you're vinyasa-rising. Otherwise, downward dog. And let's meet here. With an exhale through the mouth. Option to rest now in child if you need. Otherwise, stay in stillness for 5 breaths and just work the strength of the arms here. Work the navel, dragging back to the spine. That sense of upward lift through the pelvic floor. Firmness in the legs. You've got 2 more rounds of breath. You've got this. And then if you're in child's pose, come to meet us in downward facing dog. Now, bend your knees, look forwards. You're going to come to Navasana, so you can either jump to cross your feet behind your wrists and come into boat pose. Otherwise, walk the hands back a little bit. See if you can jump all the way through between the thumbs. And then lift your legs up into Navasana. I told you it was coming. All right. Level 1, toes on the ground, arms in front, lean back. This is completely sufficient for today. Avoid grabbing the back of the knees because then the spine will round. So rather you be here than to have the legs up but holding on to them. It doesn't really do a lot. So big toes on the earth, level 1. Level 2, lift the knees. Level 3, full Navasana. For 50 breaths. I'm only joking. 5. 4. Legs are shaking. 3. Sit up tall. 2. Flatten your back if you can. 1.5. You've got this. Last one. All right, guys. From here, cross your shins. Don't drop your feet on the ground. Lift your hands. At home, repeat the mantra for me. Feet, hands, bum, land. All together? Can't hear you. Feet, hands, bum, land. Now watch. Feet down, hands down, lift the bum, land in plank. Off you go. And then meeting down dog. Did we get there? Very athletic, guys. From your downward facing dog, an easy transition to pigeon pose with the right shin forwards. Well done, guys. Let's start to calm it down a little bit. Good work. Now in your pigeon, little shift from side to side. So you want to make sure that you're not leaning over to either your right or your left. The tendency is to fall towards the front leg, so towards the right hip here. See if you can sit upright. Maybe walk the fingers close towards you and take a mini back bend, nothing too crazy. One more breath lifted. In the moment that you've all been waiting for, lay down. Oh yes. Into your pigeon pose. Now from here, as we're coming into a more yin-inspired stretch, let the belly go now, so understand when it's time for engagement, but also when it's time for release. So the yin and yang qualities of the practice, the duality, the soft and the strong. There's room for both in a well-rounded practice. Maybe close your eyes here and really feel the areas of your body that are stretching. Take your mind there. Really connect to sensation. Now, as you inhale gently, rise with the chest and walk the hands back towards you. Nice. Now you can sit up onto your right hip. I'd like you to keep the right leg exactly where it is, left hand behind you. I want you to draw the left leg so that it meets the right foot. So you're turned off on an angle. And you've got Janu Shishasana legs, so like this, slightly on an angle. And then from here, turn to face over that left leg. Inhale, lift the arms. And exhale, fold. Nice. Gently stretching into the hamstring. Reaching the crown of the head forwards towards the left toes. Nice. One more breath. Now as you inhale, rise up. Place your right hand down behind your right hip. And then making a big arc with the left hand, coming to a beautiful rock star shape, so a little back bend. You want to turn it into what I call a porn star arm. You can bring the left hand onto the back of your head and imagine that you're in a 1980s porn film, you know, looking up towards the sky, smelling your own armpit, pushing through the right hand. Two more. Beautiful back bend. You got it. One more here. Good. And then gently sitting down. Let's take a side bend. So slide your left back of arm on the inside of the left leg and come over sideways if you've got room. Another 3 breaths. Good. Breathe into your right side body. Navel engaged a little here to protect the back. Nice. And then inhale to rise up. And as you exhale, just bring that left leg back behind you. Transition into like a lifted variation of pigeon pose. Now to transition, push through the hands, lift the navel and just lift the right knee up a little bit. Stay. Stay. You got this. Good. And then back to down dog. Beautiful. Inhale. Open your mouth soft this time. So inhale, bend your knees, look forwards, and then an easy transition, left foot into pigeon pose. Take a second to shift from side to side. Find your alignment, find your center. Nice. And if you're tight in the psoas or the hip flexor, maybe you're doing that with the hands way in front. If you're a little bit more open, maybe the hands are closer. So as long as you can support yourself and your hands and find that middle point, you're all good. Doesn't matter where the hands are. Nice. Coming into the neutral side, if you can, a little back bend. And then finding the ground as you rest. And as you get there, it becomes a passive posture. Take an inhale. And exhale, let the belly go. Like actively let it go. I know it sounds so weird to actively release, but make a decision to switch off the belly now. Find the difference. Soften into your shoulders. Close your eyes. 3 more breaths. Now as you inhale, gently rising up. Then sitting off into your left hip. Right hand holds onto the right leg. Slide it so the inner thigh meets the sole of the foot. So you're not adjusting that left leg. You're kind of on a diagonal. And then move your centre chest to the inseam of your right leg. Lift your arms up, inhale. And then go for your forward fold. Nice. Breathing deep. And again, maybe the eyes are closed here. Maybe the gaze is just very soft. Even breaths. Stillness in the body. And from here, gently rising up. Left hand behind the left hip. Push up into your rock star or your porn star if you want. Wherever you are, push through the left hand and work to lift the chest up to the sky. So a big, big expressive movement here. Maybe you look up towards the right elbow with the right fingers. Nice. Beautiful. And then from here, sitting down, finding that leg position once more. And then slide the back of your forearm on the inseam of your leg so you keep the chest open and come up and over. So again, this posture is not about grabbing the foot and then rotating down. It's a sideways bend. So even if you don't grab the foot, I want you to keep the chest lifted. Engage the belly on this one because you're in a compromised position for the back, and then breathe into your left ribs. Serene yoga faces. 1. And then from here, as you inhale, release. Plant your hands on the ground, bring yourself back into that kind of supported pigeon pose, or shuffle to find your positioning. And then pushing through the hands, the navel engages as the left shin lifts. The last little core engagement for today. You've got this. Stay forever and ever. And then down dog when you're ready. Beautiful. Inhale deep. And now as you exhale, drop your knees to the earth, balasana, child's pose, arms by the sides of your body now. And if you want to, you can very lazily open and close the fists. Lots of work on the hands today. Take an exhale through the belly. And then when you're ready, simply roll up to kneeling. Sit yourself onto one hip. Let's transition into a short shavasana. So laying down on the mat, you can make any final movements the body needs here. As we move through the 28 days, you might start to add an inversion at the end. If you want to do that now, you can. Otherwise, maybe take a spinal twist or a happy baby. If that feels nice, make it your own. Every single body is different, so what you need to close a practice is also different. And then when you're good and ready, allow yourself to arrive in your final asana, Shavasana, everybody's favourite. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Open your mouth. Exhale, close your eyes. And rest. And just bring your attention back to your belly, just like you did at the very beginning of the practice. If you want to place your hands on the lower belly, you can. And then again, with a natural breath, can you allow the belly to rise and fall, really letting go of that core engagement now. You've done the work that we need to do. The next minute in silence is for you to come back to your natural state of being. Enjoy this time for yourself, and I'll let you know when it's time to come back. If you would like to stay in Shavasana for longer, please always feel free to do so. Otherwise, begin to deepen your breath, drawing fresh energy into the body, energy expanding and contracting with each cycle. And begin to gently move into your fingers and your toes, awakening. Maybe bring the arms up and over the head for a full body stretch, definitely a yawn, as it always comes. And then drawing the knees to the chest, a gentle rock from side to side, release your lower back. Allow that exploration to tip you to one side of your body. And then lazily come up to meet me in a seated position. Bring your hands to heart space, thumbs gently resting on the breastbone. And then very lightly bow the head just so the back of the neck lengthens. Shoulders released, belly relaxed. We close this practice, as always, with the sound of Om and 3 shantis. Inhale deeply. Exhale fully. Inhale for Om. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Raise the base of your thumbs to third eye. Honor yourself. Namaste, yogis.